Another key, another day. We're getting near the final boss here. Probably got a couple more episodes, but should be wrapping this game up here in the next, I want to say 2 to 3 episodes. Going, let's keep going. Tell you what I have not used, and for anyone who enjoys this game, I'm sure it pissed you the fuck off. I have not used that camera. Barely at all. And I understand it, it's except for like the top level gold enemies, it stuns them. But, I don't know. I've probably wasted more film than I've actually used it efficiently against enemies. Sort of figured that was going to happen, where the little water heater furnace was going to proc after on my way back. It was off when I came through here the first time, but kind of figured that it was going to proc whenever I, like I said, came back through. Again. The thing that I have been sorely lacking, I've noticed, has been her, whatever you want to call them, ammo for her slingshot. Seems like, at least in the last 2 areas, I've felt like and I know I wasted a lot of that ammunition in that one hallway, trying to kill all 4 of the big guys. What's that? I don't know, but we should check it out. It looks important. The brass key, it fits perfectly. Come on, DJ, we don't have time for this. We're supposed to find out what's behind that lock, and we could be the only way to the last piece of the brass heart. Alright, so that's nice. We're gonna fill ourselves up here with a little bit of candy. And we're gonna save to the left here. Fill up our water bottles and water guns. We're gonna figure out what's behind cage number 1. It looks like a cage. Or a big surface elevator. I don't know which. Kind of looks like an old-timey, you know, cage that I have no point of reference to, but I would say it kind of reminds me of like the cage you would see in the old cartoons like Dumbo and that, where, you know, they're trying to use the caged animals as they're driving through a city or whatever to help promote the circus that's coming to town. Oh, that's creepy as shit. Ah, corpse! It's Nebbercracker's wife. Looks like she's just a mannequin. Nebbercracker didn't eat his wife. He buried her alive. A ping pong table or something. There's a book over there. Alright, let's look at the book. There's probably telling me what's going on. Nebbercracker's diary. My sweet Constance is dead. I remember the first time I saw her at the circus. She was a freak show giantess trapped in a cage. All the people pointed and laughed. But to me, she was special. We got married. I bought a lot surrounded by beautiful oak trees and started to build our house. Thing was going great. Those neighborhood kids threw eggs at our house. Constance went to chase them, lost her balance, fell into a pit. Cement mixture fell with her. I tried to save her, but it was too late. I lost you, my love, but I promised you I'd build this house for 2 of us, and so I did, and now you're haunting it. It's her. The house is her. Yeah, it's really, really, really creepy that, you laid her as the foundation for your house in the cement, but you dug her up just enough for her bones to show. Yeah, good. I gotta fight the mechanic. She's back! Oh, she doesn't look good. Yeah, she's pretty beat up. I've beaten her up twice. We know her secret. She's not gonna hold back. Which means we can't either. Let's go then. So it looks like she's got extra candles this time. So she went from 4 to 6. She's probably got 8 candles now. Plus she's bouncing off the wall a lot more. You know, towards me. So let's see what we can do about beating her. Gotta face the right way though. Good. Taking too much damage here. Alright, Chowder, you're gonna be MVP this time. You're gonna come in, you're gonna show me what you're really made of. Rapid doesn't really work well on these guys though. Probably would work well with grenades, I imagine. Or perhaps a charge blast. I don't know. Oh, he's taking too much damage. I'm gonna have to switch over to Ginny. Come on, Ginny! It's all up to you! And we're gonna switch. Her rapid fire works better on this character anyways. Plus she's got super long range now. I probably only have a little bit more to go to beat her too. If I can stay alive. This is how you do it. You put a little bit of space between you and her, and you strafe while going down the side. Yeah, she's pretty well dead now. One more round and she'll be completely off. Fortunately, I'm about to die. That's okay, we were looking at her for the first time, so got a good view, and now we can do a much better job this time around. I'm gonna get some candy and that equipped to my guys this time so they're ready to go when the boss battle starts, so I don't have to pause, switch over the candy, and then hope I have enough time to press the A button. See how the map lies here? There should be a little like corridor looking thing saying that I can go up. But the game's very much like, no, you can't go through there. You can't go through there. That's not a pathway that you go. Anyhow. We're just gonna mash through dialogue this time. Ah, corpse! Nevercracker! Wife! Cement mixer! Dead! House! Haunting! Circus lady! Nevercracker, low standards, maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. She may have just been a big woman, like a tall, big woman, and not like a bearded woman. Though this mannequin doll seems to offer the opposite conclusion. That's pretty good for a first start. Only lost 2 full life there. Getting trapped in the corner, however, not great. How you want to do it right here? I'm wasting a lot of water, but... Alright, we're going to switch over. Come on, Chowder, we're going to use your water grenade balloons to defeat the boss. Come on. You can do it, Chowder, I believe in you. I somehow took out all of her, I accidentally took out all of her candles that were spawning. That's kind of embarrassing. Considering I can't damage her till all the candles are gone, but accidentally took out all the candles. Now I'm trying to use that again. That's not going to work because they're all out. Alright, she's dead. Not sure what the pause there was for myself. I think I might have either tried to back up there or I had hit the attack button again when he was still recovering. Alright, but this is a free health up. Alright, that increases my health, her health. So she's got here 3, 6. Yeah, so she's got triple the amount of health that she did to start the game. That's the last piece of heart. Last piece of heart, alright. Got all 3. Everything's fallen into place. My friends, it seems you have no access to fairness. There's nothing to stop you from putting Constance to rest. Come on, guys, back to the elevator. Alright, let's just mosey along to the elevator. Nothing to stop me here. Definitely not flying potted plants. But I need to hit the button. Excuse me, on the other side of this pit. Definitely not. That would be a pain in the butt. Go to 2 rooms over. Not being able to save because the door behind me locked, you know. Just little things, you know, just little things. Hope you don't run out of health, Chris, and have to do this whole fight over again. That would be embarrassing. Definitely can't pick those up. You gotta play the game.
Would you like to play a game?
No, I would not like to play a game, Mr. Sawman. Your games are terrible. They have horrible prices. Or, prizes.
Prizes are you get to live.
Yeah, but but like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep ever again. I'm just going to have nightmares that you fucking put the thing on my jaw. Fucking gross-ass headgear. All the people I had to murder in order to get out. You know? I'm gonna murder all these people because they're also bad people because we all sinned. Now we're going to repent for our sins by murdering each other. So far, 1 button's been pressed. 0, 1. Could have been 2. It's up to 2 buttons. Still 1 more to go. This could be the most annoying puzzle in the game. Because it aiming at me, I need to move out of the way, and then it also needs to target down the buttons. So if they don't hit all 3 buttons, I gotta redo this whole thing. And I'm losing health every time I get hit. And I'm losing health whenever I fall in the pit. And if there's no way to revive my health, unless these, for whatever reason, would drop, whatever you call that, drop health thingies. You think they would just keep going, you know? Nah, because it was aiming at me at that exact spot and I fell into a pit. It pretends like my character's still there and blows up. Firm but fair. Well, that's a game I gotta get to eventually. Might not be the best game to LP, but definitely worth... It's definitely a fun game. I really... if you've ever played Battlefield Bad Company 1 or 2, that is such a funny, fun game, but it is also a game that is a first-person shooter, so it's probably not good content for me, but yeah, when's that ever stop me, right? Oh, hamburgers. That's the other part. I can evade. I mean, obviously I'm not doing a good job evading, but let's say I evaded all of those pots perfectly. If I don't hit all the buttons, it doesn't effing matter. It doesn't effing matter if all 3 buttons aren't hit, you know, in one go around. So not only do you have to make sure that they're aiming, and they're all coming from different angles, might I add, but you also have to make sure that you know, they're on trajectory to hit the button, you see. But that requires me to sort of know what thing's coming. See, there's 2 right there. Those are 2 really good ones. Like, just get out of the way for this last one, which I did. Good job, Chris. That was more luck, I think, than skill there. Yeah, we're just gonna use your range to lock this guy completely out. Because he needs to get a certain distance, and once I back up far enough with her, she can just pummel him and not do any, not actually be able to be, not be threatened by his attack range. So, remember I was complaining in the last area about moving platforms? Well, this is definitely up there with worst moving platform synchronization of all time. So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm already bored. Just thinking about this area. So yeah, I'm looking at the map now to see if there's an alternate way around to this area, or if this leads me to a dead end, or what exactly this is. So I presume the more annoying a challenge is, like this is proving to be very annoying, I'm assuming there's something really good on the other side. Almost there, guys. Not quite synced up yet. Might I add, I hopped on this platform as soon as I came in the door. Not like I missed my opportunity. I think we're okay here. That's a good sync. Yeah, there's something down there. Wonderful, right? The sync's okay there because it's I think it's every other one that it works with. But now I gotta sync up with this the one on the far right side. And it looks like I'm on the opposite. In terms of swing, they're on the opposite ends of each other. They're not gonna come together anytime soon. Lied. And then I lied. There's probably nothing good in here either. A chocolate bar! That was worth it, right guys? You wasted all that time for a chocolate bar. So, side story while we wait to get back here. My birthday's in September. Currently October-ish, late October-ish now. As I'm trying to finish off this last sections of Monster House to wrap up the rest of the spooky, scary, Halloween-y type games that I try to play in October. My siblings finally delivered my birthday present to me, which I will say in their defense, I was not very decisive about what I wanted this year and basically decided sort of at the last minute. I was originally planning on getting a antique clock I bought, taking it to a clock repair shop and getting it repaired. The only problem is most of the antique clock shops are only open by appointment only. So that means going there on a Saturday. Or scheduling an appointment with them and showing up on a Saturday because, you know, I'm one of them working fools that work a quote-unquote 9 to 5 every day. So, you know, my time where I would normally be able to go in for a regular weekday appointment is not really available to me unless I take a day off. So... look how he just crushes these bugs. They're level 1 bugs, so every time they come out, I just press the fire button and they die instantly. But because of that exact thing, I didn't really get a chance to get my a little bit of procrastination as well. But I didn't ultimately get the clock repaired yet, or even schedule someone to look and give me an estimate on it yet. So, you know, after about a week, I was just like, okay, guys, just give me a big bottle of gin. So that's what they did. They got me a big bottle of gin. But because I don't see them all that often, it took a while for them to deliver, which was, like I said, about a month late. So, not to scare anybody, okay? But I've recently started to dip my toes back into the dating world. Because it's become plainly obvious that, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this the traditional way. I'm not going to be able to meet someone either via work or via hobby or via, you know, going to the same church. Just because I'm making, let's put it this way, I'm making kind of bad decisions in that regard. Instead of attending a mass that would be more populated by young people, you know, I attend, you know, an earlier mass on Sunday so that I'm not, you know, I'm not going where the young people are, if you will. Okay? Not that there are very many young people at, say, a noon or... Well, they don't really have an evening mass anymore, but I was going to say the evening mass tended to be the more popular mass for younger people. But they don't really have that anymore. So I'm doing I mean, there are other options, you know, I could meet someone at a bar, you know, start hanging out at bars or whatever and trying to meet someone that way. Or I could do the thing that everybody else is doing, which is online dating, which I'm not gonna shit on it per se, until, you know, before I've actually given it a fair shake, but online's a very different world where, you know, let's put it this way. Say you and I met, you know, whoever you are, and we met, okay? We met face to face. You know, I could learn some things about you just by initially meeting you, you know, shaking hands or seeing what kind of person you are, okay, face to face. Now, if you and I were to interact over the internet, say via chat or what have you, you know, you could be anything. You could be male, female, you could be 40 years old, you could be 10 years old, you know, you could be we'll just say a normal person, or you could be a crazy person, which you wouldn't initially be able to get from a meeting, you know what I mean? And the word I'm looking for, the word I want to use is catfishing. So that's sort of the big worry is, and I know it's on both sides. I know it's not just me looking for a woman, you know, it's, you know, men pretending that, you know, they still have their hot 20-something body, you know, despite being in their mid-40s and being bald as fuck, you know? Or, you know, say someone who's put on 10 or 15 pounds, you know, and, you know, or you say, you know, you sort of pretend to be something you're not, and it's very easy to do when you're anonymous. You could pretend to be whoever you want, but in reality, you have to be who you are. And then ultimately that person does come out, and I know that's always the risk of dating, because even if you meet someone at a bar or work or whatever, and you're getting to know them, you know, you could think you know them, but ultimately you'll find out that you only kind of know them, and then you find out that, you know, they have a gambling addiction, or, you know, they're a hardcore evangelical Christian who doesn't believe in anything fact related. And in some cases even have what many might consider heretical beliefs about well-established religious stuff. Because you read a one passage and interpreted it in a completely different, non-historical, non-religious way. But I digress when I say that. Looking for an excuse as to why it's bad instead of actually looking at why it might be a positive. This is so entertaining, isn't it? Going back and forth. Oh, almost there. Not quite. Oh, better luck next time, guys. Try again. Did you do it this time? No, nope, a little too soon on that one. Sorry, you fell in the pit. This time will be the right time for reals. Hope you didn't miss that, because you're probably not going to get another chance for 15 swings.
Oh.
Take the 1 damage. Walk away. Walk away. I don't even want to know what kind of hands those are. I don't care if they're the grabby ground hands or they're the go back to start hands. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to find out. We've turned the dial to the west. Grab a little bit of more water here because these respawn for video game reasons. All the doors are locked. Darn. Push it south now. Water, water everywhere. Try not to get wet. Didn't you do a great job locking those guys down? Die bookcase. Lux Aromatic Pro Targeting Slingshot. Sweet. Increases capacity, probably increases damage. Now I can hold up to 20 marbles.